thinkers, we got another video for you from Melanated Media News, where alternative independent thinking is as simple as breathing. Now today we're going to discuss the passing of Stephen Hawkins, and we're just briefly going to talk about something that he said during his last big speech that was in November of 2017 at a Web Summit conference in Portugal. And this is, and I quote, "AI could be the worst event to our civilization. If people design computer viruses, someone will design artificial intelligence that replicates itself." Hawkins explained that to avoid this potential reality, creators of artificial intelligence need to employ the best practice and effective management. He wasn't completely against artificial intelligence, but what he was saying, and what usually happens when people get power and when they have authority and power, they normally abuse it. And artificial intelligence is becoming more and more, it's taking over the financial sector, the market. It's replacing jobs already with the kiosk, hotel workers in South Korea, parking, you name it. This is very important because of his passing, his intelligence, what he knew, him being in the science field. I think this is a very important statement, because usually you don't see scientists talking about, I guess, the adverse effects of something dealing with technology. They're kind of just left brain and logical stereotypically. So to hear a humanitarian kind of empathetic aspect on artificial intelligence is very refreshing. So he's saying also artificial intelligence will outperform and replace humans. Now, the main thing to take away from this is that it's very, it's not a wide, everyone is not going to be able to make artificial intelligence and use it and have it interact with people. But what he's saying is, I think the evil, or the evil aspect, if you want to say evil, of humanity, you know, like the black market of artificial intelligence, what is that going to look like once this becomes a little bit more widespread, and when people get their hands on, the black market artificial intelligence? How would that be used to, for the good of humanity? There are cons, there are good things about the artificial intelligence, but the main takeaway is that, is it worth it? Is it, at the state that we're in, is it worth, because yes, there's going to be a balance, but is it worth having this much potential damage or threat? Are we ready to open this box as a society, as a people? Are we ready to prepare for the consequences? And again, as when I covered the World Summit or whatever, you didn't really hear anything about how they're going to prepare for the adverse effects, the wrong experiments, and different things like that, because technology, like anything, like I'm sure the first light bulb, when it was invented, it may have exploded. You know what I mean? Like the first microwave may have exploded. Maybe it didn't cook food right or something. Like, so these experiments, and we know they have research and development and experimental departments and different things before they come out. But it's just these things, they have updates and bugs, just like our computers. And the point that he makes the best, I think, is basically him saying that people create viruses for ill intents and purposes. So artificial intelligence, we can't, within being able to possibly have more power and outsmart the humans, we can't ignore the potential harmful effects of that. And that's what I want to leave with you. So remember, think independently. Your future does depend on it. That's what we're talking about. Your future does depend on it. Stay tuned for more Melanated Media News.